You just have the one heart that's at the coast that is part of your item shuffle mix. But all the heart containers that you would normally find on the floor in dungeons will stay on the floor in dungeons. They are not part of the shuffle.
And looks like we're off. And, yeah, for anyone who missed last week's, Truant was one of our restreamed runners last week as well, and Heart Shuffle was not on, and he kind of forgot that, although I don't believe he was the only restreamed runner to forget that Heart Shuffle was off. But Fury gave him a lot of crap for it because he was the one that came up with that flag set, and we have an early recorder as the Armos item.
Yes, that is a very good item. If we were doing, mixed or second quest overworlds, but in first quest overworlds, there's just the one recorder spot, Recorder Lake, where vanilla level 7 would normally be.
Yeah, but there's always the chance of a dig dogger in a double block room with a required item. I saw one of them guarding something last week. Oh, and we've got a couple of dungeons. We got a level 4 and we got a level 1.
Both Truant and Alsoa are in level 1. Chest Jerk is in level 4, and it is a Wizrobe dungeon. Not a pleasant experience at all. Truant and Alsoa don't have any resources to go any further in level 1. They'll have to back out. Oh, they're trying the pirouette trick, and it works.
Yeah, it does, but it doesn't get them very far. And we see a power bracelet on the coast.
Yeah, because as level 1 generally tends to be CCX, tends to be one of those dungeons that has a lot of locked doors, and tonight is no exception.
Yeah, and we got a kind of good-sized level 4. That looks like, what, 21 rooms. Actually, that's not as big as I thought. It just looks bigger because of the shape.
Oh, and Rick missing the mark on the staircase and hugs one of the moblins, and that's going to send him back to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that medium secret at the waterfall that CJ just picked up. That leaves something to be desired. 26 is one above the minimum. Not
that's not even enough to buy a bomb pack, because those are expensive at 27. But Blue Candle's only 47, so that's nice. The Blue Candle's pretty cheap today.
As Chester's in level 7 finds a heart container on the ground, we find a hint shop, but that's over 100 rupees worth of hints there. Of course, we're dealing with helpful hints, but we need to find some cash. We did see that the small secret was its vanilla amount at 10, but that large secret is going to have to be pretty hefty to make up for that paltry medium.
Yep. And Alsoa takes the death.
Oh, man, and we've got blue Lionels. Well, more blue Lionels as Rick gets absolutely surrounded. Nowhere to go except back to start. Speaking of which, the start location is where one of the shops normally is, next door to the fairy fountain in the forest.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty convenient because that's a quick health refill.
Yeah. Although right now, 3 out of 4 of these runners automatically get a health refill when they go back to start, because they're still at the minimum 3.
Of course, but later on when we've got, 10, 11, 12 hearts, it might be convenient as Chester finds a small secret. Truant Gamer about to find out that level 4 is Wizroblade.
Yep, and Chester picking up the small secret, and we get our Any Roads. That took us over to Death Mountain.
Yeah, unfortunately, Rick's going to have to go around if he wants to see where the other Any Roads connect to, but there was some good distance between the first two, at least. One, on where the Deadwoods are, that's where the Vanilla 10 secret is. Chester has enough money to buy the candle. Rick is going to tell us where the final secret is, and it's going to take us to start. Not too shabby. I'll say a B- for those Any Roads.
Yeah, I like them.
Our white sword item is the red candle. No, Rick, you can't pick it up until you have at least 4 hearts. It could be anywhere between 4 and 6 hearts to pick it up. So, in that case, purchasing a candle, that is information for Rick. He can save his cash to buy something else. He doesn't have to buy that candle. And he finds the wood sword, our first of our 4 featured runners to get it.
Nice. Wood sword. And, yeah, I do love seeing an early red candle.
We find out that it's just a potion shop beneath Recorder Lake on Chester's side. Truant Gamer are going to check out the white sword location, and it's level 7, aka 33 rooms of pure torture in the vanilla game, but we are dealing with shapes. You'll find that same heart container CJ found earlier. And this is a deluxe poverty seed confirmed. That is 62 rupees that Rick just found.
Ouch. And we see a cheap meat and arrow shop, and both the cheap meat and the wood arrows are a little more expensive than vanilla. 68 for the cheaper meat, up from vanilla 60, and 83 for wood arrows, up from vanilla 80.
And I think that's more information. What is our door repair penalty? Rick just found a level 3. At least the door repair penalty, if it's any consolation, is below the minimum. It's 16. And we have a level 9 sighting. Chester.
Yeah. Over in the southwest corner.
Yep, where a 30 rupee secret normally would be in first quest. And there's our other hint shop. Man, the hint's expensive. That's over 120 rupees on those 3 hints.
Yeah, that is... Ugh.
So yeah, definitely a poverty seed. We really can't afford anything. But I'll tell you what, Rick right now has the knowledge. Considering he knows there's a poverty seed, I can't see him buying that candle. He's going to try to save up for the red candle if he can help it. We do find where the magical sword is. It's where the blue ring shop normally is.
They're probably not going to be picking that up, even if they get the hearts, because that's kind of out of the way.
And Chester finds the bad news that we are dealing with a deluxe poverty seed. For those of you just joining us, our secrets are 10, 26, 62. Since it's first quest overworld, that means there are 4 small secrets, 7 medium, and 3 large.
And Chester going for a health refill. Also into level 7.
Yep, he's the third of our...
He's picked up his heart, and Adirondack Rick has found level 8.
First time we've seen 8, and it is in Death Mountain.
But he looks like he doesn't really want to go into it, and we find level 6 on Truant Gamer's side.
Definitely one of the beefier dungeons. 6 and 8 are definitely the beefier sized dungeons that you're going to see in a randomizer. So yeah, I can see why Rick doesn't want to play around with 8 at the moment. I mean, there are 2 items to be found in addition to the heart container, but yeah, with it's too
speaking of heart containers, he did find a gift shop there. So he's up to 4 hearts without even having found level 7 yet.
Yep. Rick is the only one of our 4 featured runners not to find level 7. He did just find the second of the 3 quote-unquote large secrets. Meanwhile, Alsoa gonna purchase the candle, but again, little does he know, CCX, this is a deluxe poverty seed. He's not discovered one of the large secrets yet.
Yeah. And Chester picking up the wood sword. It looks like, other than those blue candles that we don't really need because there's a free red candle, it looks like the best buy today is actually small keys. And yep.
Trying the red candle at 4 hearts, it is a no-go.
Yeah, gotta have more heart than that, Chester.
Yep, that is his famous saying. You gotta have heart. You're gonna have to have more hearts if you want that red candle. Now, the difference between the 2 candles, the blue candle, you can fire it once on the screen you're currently on, but that is all. If you want to use it again, you must go to another screen. With the red candle, you can fire it as many times as you want on the screen that you're on, but you gotta keep in mind that only 2 shots on the screen at once. Rick also finding the bad news that 4 hearts is not enough to purchase, or to pick up the red candle, rather. So it's either going to be 5 or 6.
Yeah, and was that level 3 I saw?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
There you go. You were absolutely right. Chest Jerk in level 3, one of the smaller dungeons, but in shapes, generally tends to be segmented. And again, Uncle Wizzy's clubhouse lurks within.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of Wizzies here.
They might have rolled down because he's not taking too many sword hits, so they either roll down to 2 or 1. So that's a good thing. At least they didn't roll up to the possible 8 HP. Gliok lurks by the Lost Hills. Truthful hints we're dealing with.
Yes, we are.
Oh, no! Blue Wizard's guarding a shutter door, and I dread to think how many HP it's going to be. Well, Chest Jerk, unfortunately, 4 hearts in a Blue Wizard room, even with his skills, that's a tall task.
Yeah, and he's going to say, no, sir.
And no one can blame him for noping out of that. Meanwhile, Rick taking care of the county fair cuties, as he likes to call it, here in what kind of looks like a breakfast room that you'd see in level 4. A relatively simple enemy to take down, but they do have quite a few HP, but you gotta be careful, as you just saw. Can't be petting the bunnies because you're gonna lose 2 hearts, so 1 more of those, and Rick can be sent back to start.
And with Truant Gamer checking Recorder Lake, it's time to name that tune. I know this one.
Final Fantasy?
No.
I don't have the audio on, just
Oh.
You know.
Yeah. No. No. That, I mean, my first system growing up was the N64, so I recognize that one. That is Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64.
That's an awesome tune. All right, Alsoa also finding level 3, but he's going to be discovering very soon. And he still does not have a sword. In fact, only half of our runners. Gliok lurks with the book. Well, that's a great hint for Truant Gamer. He knows he doesn't have to dig level 4. We do need all 8 Triforce pieces in order to gain access into level 9. But that is a big hint for Truant Gamer. He just has to find the Triforce, and he's out.
And he retried away, so I wonder if he's going to be basically save-scumming these hints.
That's a great move. Yeah,
It's a little bit of a time investment, because it's not that close to start. And hello, Rick has found an offensive upgrade.
He found the wand. That's a great pickup.
Yeah.
There's 2 HP of damage, but you still can't lay a finger on Wizrobes, that is for sure. And only the tip of the rod will do damage to enemies like Pole's Voices and Darkness. So
yeah, but
gotta be careful.
It's still a big help. And you can swing the wand and sword at the same time to get the damage for both of them. So, right now, with just a wood sword, that would be 3 HP at a time.
That's now 3 of our 4 featured runners finding out that 4 hearts is not enough to pick up the red candle. And I definitely like that move by Truant Gamer with the money. Purchase the hints. If you have saved, retry, get your money back.
Oh, and we've got a map for level 8. I count 35.
Why? Which is a typical size for a level 8.
Yeah.
Rick trying to bomb to the right here in this Goma room. No dice. Going to try to bomb above the room. No dice. So it looks like you're going to have to burn that key whether you like it or not. And it's just a bunch of Gibdos. Maybe you'll get lucky and get some bomb drops.
Yeah.
So it's just about, well, he's going to go back into level 1. And the power bracelet is our ladder item on the coast. There are 4 power bracelet spots, and you never know if any of them could be required. We still have not discovered levels 2 or 5 yet.
Yep. And with a sword and with a key, also is going to show us a bit more of level 1 than we saw when our other runners found it very early.
Tell you what, those blue Koreas, I mean, unless my eyes are playing tricks, they roll down.
Yep, and we get 15 rooms. I've seen smaller level ones, but that is very small.
You see that hint on Truant Gamer's side? Play a map to obtain the boomerang. And Gliok returns with the ladder, so we do now know that the ladder is in level 8, which could be huge if we do see a ladder block of some sort. And given the flag set that we're dealing with tonight, CCX, pretty likely they're going to need that ladder at some point.
Yeah. And play a melody hint when we've already confirmed that Recorder Lake doesn't have something. So that item is going to be recorder blocked. The only question is, will the Triforce in that dungeon also be behind a recorder block?
Very possible. I mean, the Digdogger is guarding it.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. It could just be a Digdogger in the item room that you need for the push block, but it could also mean a Digdogger guarding a shutter door that blocks off most of your dungeon.
Also, I'm going to check. Yep, this is going to be our staircase item here in level 1. He has found the Triforce, and he has found the bow in its natural habitat. Very interesting. Chat, you know what to do about that.
Fred.
There's old news. The like letting Rick know that his brother has a red candle, but now Rick could, with his 5 hearts, give the red candle a shot, or he may just pass it and wait for the 6th heart to guarantee himself that red candle. And looks like, though, Rick is maybe going to make a play, but he's looking for a bomb drop. Doesn't get it from the blue Octorok. We find the map for level 5 on Chester's side.
Nice and compact.
Definitely. Let's see if 5 hearts is enough to pick up the red candle, and it is. Truant Gamer gonna see that 4 hearts is not enough.
Yeah. And yeah, I count 23 rooms for our level 5.
Yep. Precisely, yep, and that Rick just saved 47 rupees by holding off on the blue candle purchase. Again, being this is a deluxe poverty seed, he's gonna need every rupee he can get his hands on.
Yep. And Truant Gamer not happy to see that wood sword is holding out on him for so long.
Probably thinks that he is behind, but this is very early. Elsoa has the first Triforce on the board. Did find, I don't know if he found both items in level 1. He found the bow, found a heart container, but I don't know if there were 2 heart containers in one, or if we just haven't found that second item. I didn't see it.
I saw him go back in after he got the Triforce, and so
Locked.
I don't know what it was he saw in there, but he probably saw it.
Yeah, I think he was blocked. He's either out of keys or might have been ladder blocked as well. So yeah, we don't have enough information, as Elso is going to go into level 6. No keys or bombs though. It's going to be kind of tough. Truant Gamer finds a medium secret up to 111. Both Rick and CJ are in this Wizrobe-infested level 3, and Chester going to try again, getting them bunched up, but unfortunately, oh my goodness, that blue Wizrobe giving him the business. Boy, how rude! And this one too! What the heck is going on? Could you mind some privacy? Obviously, these blue Wizrobes don't know anything about social distancing.
No.
Grabs a heart, but that is inconsequential because they do 2 hearts of damage, either if you get bopped or the beams, and
yeah, and there we go.
That means all of those Wizrobes he killed were for naught because they're going to respawn. He'll have to come back later.
Yeah.
All right, man. So far, this has definitely been a combat-heavy seed. Very little progress has been made by any of our 4 featured runners. So I'd say at this point, I think Alsoa's got the lead, but it is just way too early to call this one close.
Yeah. Also, with that bow, has But I mean, you could also say that Rick, even though the wand is not a required item, with how combat heavy the seed is, that wand is quite valuable, and level 1 is a small dungeon. I don't think anybody's going to be missing that bow when they do decide to go back to level 1.
And it's a Guerrilla dungeon as well. So, and also keep in mind, we do have second quest enemies. You may have noticed that those Stealthos were shooting those beams, the same beams that do 2 hearts of damage that Lionels do. Discover that level 6 is, in fact, a Darknut dungeon, and it doesn't look like that the orange Darknuts rolled higher, so they either rolled neutral or -1. Truant Gamer the first to discover level 2 in a nice red-colored palette. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the season. It's the Christmas colors. You know, we're about a month away from Christmas.
Yeah. And yeah, also is in level 1.
And also back in level 1 now. It looks like he wants to see if he can find that second item. He's going to try and bomb to the left. He does so successfully, so he was out of resources, period. Oh, and it's a Patra Wayne sighting. He does not have the wand, so he's either going to have to take it down or just try and cross and hope that he's
running for it.
Certainly don't blame him. Ooh, a rupee bot. That'd be nice.
Yeah, and Truant Gamer with the Kananaki.
That was the silver arrows that he just picked up. You know what that means, folks?
My!
Level 1 is the Kill Ganon care package level.
Yeah.
A huge pickup there by Elsoa here in level 1. So he now has everything he needs to defeat Ganon. And unless level 5 is blocked by a power bracelet, there's always that chance he could be in Triforce and Go mode.
Yeah. And there's the map of level 2. It is segmented. We knew that because we saw that diamond staircase, and level 2 would not normally have any staircases, so we knew that had to be for a segment.
Not in first quest, at least. In second quest, of course, there is staircases there, and...
Yes, but Shapes follows first quest stair logic.
Correct. That's absolutely what Shapes does. For now. Knowing Fred, I'm sure he'll find a way to implement second quest dungeon logic for Shapes someday.
I heard he was planning it.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, and Truant Gamer, that might have been intentional as well, that grab. I think he's looking for the floor item.
It could be. Oh, okay, yeah, this was... I didn't realize he had already taken the segment, the staircase out of the segment to start.
Also, it just found one of the quote-unquote large secrets. Trying to do his best, discovering what might be in level 6, and there goes the blue Guerrillas. I think they rolled down to the minimum 1 HP.
Yeah, and that is a kind of large-looking level 3.
Let's see, 6, 9, 11, 19,
yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, again, yeah, it's one that it's not really as many rooms as it looks like, because it's so stretched out.
Yeah, it's very, very linear, that path. Chester trying to do his best to do any kind of exploration. He's hoping it's going to be worth it. Alsoa checking the hints. Is opting not to purchase the hints with his 78 rupees.
And Red Ring is the item from level 2.
That's a huge pickup there for Truant Gamer, because that is 250 rupees that's going directly into his pocket and not towards investing into the jeweler that's going to double your damage defense. What that red ring does is that the damage he's now dealt is down to 1/4 of the base value. In other words, quadrupling his defense.
Yep, and Rick picks up the 4 heart from level 6.
now he's just looking for the staircase item and going to do the Dodongo trick. Unfortunately, got a little too close to lose a heart. That's just a transport staircase. We have second quest rooms on, which means that there is the possibility of walk through walls, so these runners need to keep that in mind.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Chester now in that same level 2 himself. Doesn't look as red on his screen as it does on Truant.
No.
Personally, I prefer the palette on Truant Gamer's side. And I may or may not be saying that because I'm a Cardinals fan. Alsoa, meanwhile, going to check out the graveyard near Vanilla level 6. We haven't really seen this spot yet.
No. And there is a dig dogger in a room with 2 blocks.
I wonder
could
if
that be
the boomerang could very well be.
Could be.
Rick does not know that.
Yeah, and Rick's going to have to wait to find out because he tried to just leave the room to kill the last piece of the dig dogger, and a shutter door shut behind him.
Also, just
it does push.
Ooh, so this is a segmented level 6.
Yeah.
Now, meanwhile, and that's the Triforce. Wow, how about that for a transport? If that's a one-off, that's one heck of a one-off, I must say, CCX.
Oh, yeah, the stealth Triforce.
You gotta love it. Meanwhile, Alsoa did find a bonus cave where Vanilla level 6 is, so now he's guaranteed to pick up the red candle if he decides to make that play. There's the staircase. Unfortunately, that's going to be a 16 rupee mistake. Gamer looking to get the Triforce out of level 2, but decides to up an A, and he's... I don't know why he wasn't able to get it.
Truant already has the,
Was he looking for the other heart, maybe?
I think so. Truant, you better not have forgotten again.
He may have forgotten again for all we know, and Alsoa has just found another large secret to take him up to a whopping 110 rupees. Rick finding a casino. He can't play even if he wanted to. He's only got a nickel. Now, Truant Gamer in level 1. Again, for those of you just joining us, you see it on the indicator that we have the Kilgannon care package with the bow and silver arrows. Oh, and Alsoa, a shot right in the rear end there. He's down to 1 heart. He's going to have to be careful. He was trying to bomb that location because this is where level 8 is.
Yep, and that'll allow him to get a couple more hearts back with an up A.
Truant finds the map, and Rick finding level 5, so we now know that the power bracelet is not required, and there's a bomb upgrade. The good news is it's at a discount from its 100 rupee price, anywhere between 2 and 6 extra bombs, price anywhere between 75 and 125. The bad news is he's completely bankrupt.
Yep, and those Stalfos are pretty beefy today.
Yeah, they normally have 2 HP, and you hate to see beefy Stalfos, especially when they're the second quest variety, as CJ picks up his first Triforce piece, so everybody has a Tringle on the board.
Yep.
Now, 180 Enforcer making a good point. They got their extra calcium today before the race, and they've come prepared. Meanwhile, Truant Gamer picks up the Triforce in level 1, so that's his second Triforce piece, but he is out of keys.
Yeah, and that key door just to the north of the Triforce did lead to the room with the bow. Chester also into level 1.
That is going to be Gorilla's. Because he is playing as a Gorilla, all Gorillas in the room that Rick is in will become Link instead. yeah, I can confirm. Yeah, Blue Gorilla's rolled minimum to 1. You gotta love that.
We see Alsoa doing some combat with a Goma and losing. Hate to see that.
Yeah, with the silver arrows, you can take down a Goma with just 1 silver arrow. However, did you say that boss HP was on?
It is.
I actually don't even know how many HP they normally have. All I know is that in vanilla, 1 wooden arrow will take down an orange Goma, and you need 3 wooden arrows to take down a blue Goma. 2 silver arrows in the vanilla game, so it's hard to say. Well, you got him this time. Druin finds a much-needed key here in this very important level 1.
But will he use it to go down? He will. But he gets a replacement.
Very nice.
Meanwhile, Rick finds Zelda's room.
Yep, but Zelda is nowhere to be found. Just a few gorillas. Here's the Triforce Room, this NSU room, but with this wand, this is going to be a quick... Well, it could have been a quick, but this blue gorilla is being very smart. Nice shot there, and Rick gonna skip on the Triforce. He's looking for items.
Yeah, good call, probably. I mean, we know that about the best thing he can find here would be probably the any key.
That or the white sword.
Yeah. Alsoa finds that ladder in level 8.
That's a great find for him. Again, we really haven't seen any ladder blocks as of yet, but doesn't mean there isn't going to be any ladder blocks. We know that the power bracelet on the coast is not required, as Chester picks up his bow here in level 1, so he just needs to find the silver arrows, and he'll be all set. But unfortunately, he's in the same predicament that Alsoa was in as he finds his wand, so now he's found everything in level 8. We need a bomb.
Yeah, and no bombs for Truant Gamer either.
Chester does pick up the Triforce. That's about all he can do at the moment. He'll have to come back later when he's got bombs, but that could present a problem if Chester brushes off level 1 or hits that Gamble-matic 9000, as it were. But he is going to go back and keep on trying, but, well... Or, wait a minute, what do we have? He's looking for bombs!
They're trying to farm blue Octoroks.
I like the strategy because they're in the 1, the 3, and the 6 in the global counter. So he has to make sure he's counting right, but also he has to be lucky enough to get that drop from the blue Octorok. Here we go. Double
I think there's a bomb shop not that far away. Yeah, that's where Truant Gamer's heading. He's got plenty of rupees, even with the expensive bombs. Plus, there are a bunch of these blue moblins right here.
Chester may have just completely forgotten about it. He's just having absolutely no luck getting the bomb drop from those blue Octoroks. There you go, Truant Gamer making the bomb purchase. Yes, a premium price, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And again, Chester, the RNG, just not cooperating for him. And in a race like this, every second counts. And again, that's not the 1, the 3, or the 6 in the count.
But Truant Gamer is moving on.
Look at this! Truant Gamer getting a bomb drop when he absolutely didn't need it because, let's face it, the game knows.
Yeah.
There's the letter. We can show that off. And finally, Chester getting lucky on the blue Octorok can finally go back into level 1. With the letter, Truant Gamer can show it to the merchant running the potion shop. We can take a look at what the prices are if and when we find another.
And also has finished up level 8. Has his Triforce, has that wand, and the ladder.
I must say that was a pretty efficient level 8 for Alsoa. Again, at 35 rooms, you could definitely get lost rather easily. So yeah, credit to Also. That was a pretty darn good efficient level 8 there. Chester sees Patra Wayne wants no part of it. In fact, Patra Wayne wants him out. And Chester's going to be rewarded. He's going to find those silver arrows right there, and he's done with level 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Truant did find that, so I guess he did make it out of level 1 with everything he needed.
Meanwhile, Truant Gamer back into level 4, up an ace to go back to 3 hearts. Truant Gamer has almost the maximum number of rubies. He's currently sitting on 224. That's for a deluxe poverty seed, that's a lot of money. Rick finds another medium secret. Alsoa looking at the vanilla. Whoa! And he is rudely greeted by that blue Lionel. He's down to 1 heart. Alsoa, I believe, is heading for the coast to get his power bracelet. He doesn't know it, but we know that the power bracelet isn't required to beat this seed tonight. But does go ahead and pick it up. Also going to check the fairy fountain spot in the forest. And hey, it's a bonus cave. Not bad.
Yeah.
8 hearts.
And a well-timed clock for Truant Gamer.
Oh, that's... when you want to see a clock, yeah, it's the first drop in a wizard room like this. And yeah, those orange wizards rolled down to 2 HP. That's nice. We're going to find out about this blue one. They rolled up 11, 12, 13 HP. I mean, you can't kill them with 3 bombs.
Yeah, it looked like 13 or 14.
It might even have been the maximum.
I think there. I counted 14.
That's what Legend of Zelda does. We mathematicians, it makes us look foolish. That means that was the maximum HP. So Orange Wizard's rolling low, but yeah, Blue Wizard's rolling the maximum 14 HP. Yeah, I hate to see it, folks. Or you'll love to see it if you like Schadenfreude.
Yeah.
Now, so you know what? This is not a bad play. He's going to purchase a key. And considering, you know, the lack of keys, he's going to buy a second key. You kind of can't fault Alsoa for this play.
I mean, 62 rubies. That's just 2 over the minimum.
And for all we know, that magical key could be in level 9. Speaking of keys, Truant Gamer taking care of the House of Pancakes to get a key of his own for free there. Now Alsoa back here in level 6. Knows where the Triforce is. Because he does have the recorder, he could take down that Dig Dogger if he so choose.
And looks like there's a little bit of level 4 that needs a ladder to get to, but we don't know if anything is anything useful is there.
No, level 4, again, we can get the Triforce and get out of there, but Truant Gamer may not know that. Chester knows it. He's just purchased the hint regarding level 4 having it, and then there's level 8, the hint with the ladder. And Chester wisely going to retry, get his money back to 142. Rick finds the bow here in level 1, just needs to find the silvers now. He's got all the bombs in the world, so he's in great shape.
And Truant picks up level 4's heart container. And let's see what the bomb upgrade is. Oh, it's the minimum 2.
Did you expect anything different in a poverty seed?
Yeah. And picking up that key. Yeah, Truant up A's. Is it? Well, there could be some rooms that he just didn't clear because he didn't like the enemies in them, but...
Meanwhile, Rick, after picking up the Triforce, now so going to grab the Triforce out of level 6, so that is his third Triforce piece. Manhandla threatens with the raft, so we now know that the raft is the item in level 3, which we know is not required. And Power Bracelet is not required. That's old news to me and you, but that is not old news to Chester. And finally, for 47, Step Over the Water, more old news. So hints are not really being the best of hints tonight.
No.
But again, Deluxe Poverty Seed, I had expected nothing different from the game. Meanwhile, Rick going in the absolute wrong direction for his silver arrows, so that's going to cost him a little bit of time. He's got enough keys and resources, so I'm not too worried about him. Meanwhile, Truant Gamer still exploring this level 4, looking for his Triforce. We haven't found the Triforce yet.
No, we have not. And with how many rooms he's covered, I'm wondering if it's ladder blocked.
Well, could be. And if that's the case, then right now Elso is in a pretty darn good position. Meanwhile, Rick now heading in the right direction. Let's see if he follows the hint not to take out Patrawane. Oh, he's going for it. Oh my, he is going for it. Now he does have the. Yeah, nice kill there from Rick as Truant Gamer finally gets the Triforce out of level 4. It was well hidden.
Okay. He just didn't bomb that wall.
Yep. There you go. And Rick finding his silver arrows and picks it up. He almost up and ate too early, but now he's got it. Dig Dogger gazes with the boomerang. Dig Dogger, that means the boomerang is not in level 6, but instead level 5.
Okay.
So that Dig Dogger block that we saw, he's guarding something else in level 6. Oh! Also, just gonna up an A after getting grabbed by that wall monster. Meanwhile, Rick now into the Christmas-themed level 2. He'll find his red ring. See, I thought he had the red ring because of the damage he was taking, but you know what kind of damage he was taking? He was being very smart there in that Patra fight. He was getting hit by the fireballs, which do half a heart of damage, instead of any part of Patra, which does 2 hearts of damage. So that was very wise on Rick's part. That's just solid combat right there. Meanwhile, Chester gets his Triforce out of level 6, so he's got 3 Triforce pieces, and ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the Triforce department, we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Yeah.
And Rick does now have the red ring, so that's going to mean his damage is now down to 1/4 the base value. So he just needs to find a Triforce, and he'll be done with this level 2. Chester going to bomb as many locations first before making the purchase. He's going to be disappointed to discover it's only a 2-bomb upgrade. But again, it's at a discount, but it's still, you wanted to see more. Not that far away from the Triforce here in level 2. In fact, he's going to get the hint from that compass. Rick is trying to plow through that Gliok. He can do so with that red ring. Now, so it did pick up the Triforce in level 4, it looks like.
Yep, and Chester has the Triforce out of level 5 now.
Now, he's got 4 Triforce pieces. Rick has 4 Triforce pieces. Truant Gamer is en route to his 4th Triforce piece, potentially, but instead, he's going to save, and it kind of makes me wonder... Well, he's out of bombs again.
Yeah.
Right now, Alsoa is the only one of our four... Wow! Unless my eyes are playing tricks, and they probably were. Did that Gleeok only have 2 HP?
I didn't notice.
Not Gleeok, excuse me. Aquamentus.
Yeah, that would be a mineral. And Truant Gamer upgrading to the red candle.
Alright, he's going to check the spots. Well, that's a bomb shop, and he desperately could use some bombs. Chestjerk finding another bonus cave, picking up the heart container. We had seen that earlier. I believe that was on Alsoa's side, so he's up to 8 hearts. He and Alsoa have 8, but Rick has 9. Truant Gamer has 7. Right now, as it stands, Rick is just 1 heart away from having a shot at the magical sword, anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts. And again, considering that Blue Wizards rolled to 14 HP, we could use that magical sword.
Yeah, and it looks like Blue Darknuts might have rolled down a little bit.
Yeah, they normally have 8 HP, so anything that's less than that is a welcome sight. And this level 7 rolled below average, 24 rooms. From what I know in the original flag settings, that level 7 could be between 20 and 24. Or 20 and 30, excuse me, I'm sorry.
And, reverse C room with a lot of red bubbles. And it shows the magic boomerang.
You know what that means? We have 3 items left in the pool, and that is the magical key, the white sword, and the heart container. 2 of those items are on level 9. I'm calling it right now. Magical key, white sword, level 9. Okay.
I agree. Yeah, but I mean, the other level is level 6, so it's not really like the one that's not in level 9 is any more accessible than the other 2. And it just always feels like the game likes to put heart containers in level 9, but maybe it's because I've been playing more Heart Shuffle there, and it's a lot easier to just shuffle 2 hearts into level 9.
Meanwhile, Chester having a little bit of trouble with this Goma, and it rolled up! Oh, Silver Arrow doesn't do the trick, so... Wow!
Yeah. That is, rough. And Truant Gamer takes a death to some blue and mollusk.
Yeah, when you, even with the red ring, you're losing half a heart every time you get hit by a Landmola. And I'll tell you what, Also is currently plowing through this seed. And now he's in level 2, which is going to give him the red ring. In my opinion, I think Also has got the lead.
I agree. He is just rolling through this seed. Picks up his 9th heart.
Trying to clear this room full of these wall masters. A wand will do very nicely as Chester finding the ladder in level 8.
Yeah, with the
Oh, look at that. You see that? Adirondack Rick pulling all the stops. That's a Kananaki right there. Very nicely done.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, the Kananaki is a trick you can pull off when you have no keys in your inventory, and there's a shutter door. When you clear the last enemy with a shutter door and a locked door, if you go through the door fast enough after you've cleared the last enemy, you can go right on through it, and it costs you nothing.
Yeah. Actually, it also works when you open a bomb hole, but that's a lot harder to do. Sometimes in Boomstick it becomes a little bit easier. And Rick picking up the Triforce from level 3.
Yep, and that's going to be another one on the board for Rick. Nice, gets a bomb drop from the blue Moblin, so he can continue on. Elsoa has the jewelry himself and the Triforce, so he is done with level 2. He's just 2 Triforce pieces away from being eligible to going into level 9, and he's got everything he needs, so he's in really, really good shape.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
and taking a save.
Shots there from Chester. Gets rewarded with a bomb drop. Truant Gamer not going immediately for the Triforce. He's out of key.
I don't think he has the hints that tell him that level 3 is just the raft.
Oh, I think you're right. Elsoa now into
and he may not have even found level 5 yet, so he may not even necessarily know that raft's not needed.
Now, I wonder why Elsoa is back into level 4. Did he really not get the Triforce, or did he? I have no idea. Maybe he got the Triforce out of another level. But if he's looking for the item, he's going to be disappointed. As Truant gets that out of level 3, he's got 4 Triforce pieces on the board.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a mismark of the tracker. I don't remember. Yeah, I thought I only saw level 4's Triforce picked up once, and that would have been on Truant's side.
Yes, and we do have the correction up on the board. Yes, he does have 6 Triforce pieces, but he actually has the Triforce piece out of level 5, not level 4. And, it's kind of easy to get confused, especially if we're dealing with second quest stuff where 4 and 5 are swapped, 2 and 3 are swapped. We totally get that, yes. Especially if we've done a race where those flags happen to be in play.
Well, there's that, and there's also the fact that the tracker tends to refresh suddenly, and suddenly the button that you're trying to press is not in the place that it just was.
Look at the price of the red potion.
Oh, man.
Oh, damn. Wow, 27 and 86. Talk about disparity. I mean, that is more than triple the price. I mean, Coke, forget about it tonight. It's Pepsi today.
Yeah, man.
Meanwhile, Elsoa, another Goma, and he is missing all the shots left and right. Boy, Goma having his way tonight. It's hard to make turn these Gomas into Red Lobster, that's for sure. But Elsoa finally manages to take it down, and now Blue Landmolas again has the red ring. He can afford to be a little aggressive, but not that aggressive. Should have stayed.
No. Oh. Yeah, what are you doing there? You've got the wand, you can just do it from the other side of the river, or if you want to make it go a little faster on the river.
Yeah, I agree. That was a rare misstep right there from Elsoa, because he had that river to work with. I mean, I get you want to try and shave as much time as possible, but in this case, it didn't work out for him. Meanwhile, in level 8, he was in here earlier, did manage to get the wand, but not the ladder or the Triforce piece out of there.
Yeah, he was in here pretty early.
Yeah, definitely. He was worth. There's the heart container, so now he's the first to have 10 hearts, so if he wants to, he could check the Blue Ring Vanilla location to see if 10 hearts is enough. It's only a 20% chance, but
Yeah,
that is on the table.
Yeah, but that location is a little out of the way. And Rick picking up his ladder.
Yep, he's the third of our 4 featured runners to grab that. Now he's just looking for the Triforce piece. Elso is still looking for the Triforce in level 4. Nice kill of that blue Wizrobe by Chest Jerk to get a key, which he desperately needed because he didn't have any on the board.
And Alsoa backtracking through here after finding that it was dead end. Clears that room out. He is our second runner to get to 10 hearts.
Yep, but more importantly, also is still trying to find that Triforce. He's getting close to the location as we find the large secret for Rick, up to 98 rupees. Dig Dogder gazes at the boomerang, old news, but that's something now Truant Gamer knows. Doesn't have to go for the item, just needs to get the Triforce and leave.
And we see, oh, that room beyond the river that we couldn't see when Truant was in here had that compass. So that'll show him exactly where he needs to go. And he finds out it's gotta go around.
Yeah, I believe, let me take a look. Here's how So's going to go to the room to that south. Yeah, you needed to bomb that wall to the left. This was one of those situations where you had to play Hyrule's favorite game show, find that bomb hole.
Yep, and just some red Moss here. He easily takes them out and picks up his 7th Triforce.
Yep, just needs the one from level 3. Truant, meanwhile, gets his Triforce out of level 5. He's done with that dungeon. And remember, level 3 was that Wizrobe-laden dungeon, so again, you can't fault Alsoa for saving that one for last. With the red ring, he'll be more prepared this time.
Yeah, but even with even tying Chest Jerk and Rick up in the Triforce count, Truant is still probably the furthest behind because he was key-locked when he was in level 1, so he does not have the bow.
Man, that really is a tough sell there. Which kind of makes me wonder, how did he get to the silver arrows when you had to get to the bow and bomb? There must have been another way to get to those silver arrows that we didn't see.
No, the bow was in a one-off room at the just north of the Triforce, behind the key door.
Aha.
The bomb wall was
Elsewhere, right.
Yeah, you didn't need, if you could get to the Triforce, then you didn't need any more keys to get to the silvers. You just needed a couple of bombs, or a bomb.
Now, I could be wrong, looking at our not ultimate, but our Ultima seed flags here, I don't see anything showing that that important items can be in level 9.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'll double check that.
Yeah, and if that's the case, Truant Gamer knows he shouldn't go into level 9 without the bow intact. Yes, we just did for confirmation. No important items at level 9, so Truant Gamer has to know that. Truant now knows the location of level 9. I'll tell you what, some people, mentioned the forgotten spot. I think this spot here in Hyrule is almost equally as forgotten. This area in the southwestern corner.
Yeah, I agree.
Meanwhile, Alsoa, just get the heck out of there. Now, here's the problem that Alsoa has. He's about to get his Triforce out of level 3. Look at his key and bomb counters, CCX.
Yeah, I see it. It's kind of nasty looking.
Yeah, If this is one of those level 9s where A, you have to play find the bomb hole. Of course, don't forget that we have walk-through walls on, and B, there's a lot of locked doors. The locked doors actually can be a good thing for Elso, because we've seen this many, many times where, and Elso is going to do the right thing. He's going to pick up a pack of bombs with what little money he has left in his name. Sometimes, the lack of keys sometimes can lead you to the path in the right direction. We've seen it happen time and time again in these races, so it could happen too.
And yeah, you can tell that Chester has full cleared level 4 because he did not even pick up that compass. He just walked right out of there, bombed the south wall, and found that it didn't bomb, and now here he is. And Rick also just picked up the Triforce from level 4, but he did not get that hint because he's going back in for the item.
He's going to be very disappointed when he clears this room, and if this is the push block room, he's going to see that it's the book that's going to be absolutely useless to him. Meanwhile, Elsoa, the first in the level 9, and would you expect nothing less CCX than a Wizrobe dungeon? Oh, and immediately finds the map. My goodness gracious, so we are talking, that's, I believe, 55 rooms right there. Or wait a minute. Yeah, 55.
Yep, 55.
Yep. Take the number of blank spots from 64, and that's how many rooms you get in level 9. So, Elsoa looking for a few things. One, he's going to be listening for the roar of Ganon. If he hears that roar, then Ganon is adjacent to where he currently is. There's that walkthrough wall. One room north, south, east, or west. Wizrobes guard the compass. Yep. Hints are in play. Rick sees the book, and he wants no part of it. There are 3 hints, 4 potential types.
No, Rick is picking up that book.
I wonder if he's picking it up out of spite, or if he just forgot that that Atlas thing was not on. Maybe he forgot that Atlas ain't on. I mean, it's always possible. In any event.
Yeah, because I mean, he paused for a moment and then decided to take it. It does seem a little strange.
Yeah, it's again, maybe Rick believes that Atlas is on. We know it is not, but it's easy when we're in the commentators booth. As I was saying regarding level 9, there are 4 potential hints. We just saw one of them regarding what is guarding the compass. The other hints that you could see is what quadrant Ganon is, what quadrant Zelda is in, and where the silver arrows are. The other thing is, he's going to be looking for a door with a single shutter door, a room with a single shutter door. Full clears that room, that single shutter door does not open. That is the location of Ganon, or Zelda, excuse me. Well, in Rick's case, it would be Ganon since he's playing as the gorilla. He's going to be rescuing Ganon while trying to defeat Princess Zelda. Chester takes down the Dig Dogger with his silver arrows, but only gets the map out of it. Rick in that same room, it's a high five between Rick and CJ. Also up in A's, and we have Truant Gamer now in level 8. He did pick up the wand, so now he's looking for the ladder and the Triforce.
Yeah.
There's the bait block, and it does guard something. Blue Dark Nuts, that ain't fun.
Where was that bait block?
7.
7. It's normal location.
That is true.
And that door was staying closed. I don't know if I didn't see if he tried the push block there, but I think also has found Zelda.
Wow, you're right. That shutter door did not open, so that is the location of Zelda. Right, you are. But Elsoa is going to refill on his health because he knows he's going to need 15 hits to take down Ganon with that wood sword. So you kind of can't fault him for making that move. And now he's going to save it so that he gets that progress of refilling his health. Because, if he fails the fight, he might retry so he gets that health bonus all over again. And Truant Gamer is taking it out on the old man. I think he's trying to force a 10 count to get some bombs, perhaps.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. And
now, I will say something. Even though level 7 wasn't bait block, it did lead to the compass, which was a big help for Chester.
yeah, actually, that seemed like an awful lot of, no, yeah, it is for, bombs. I was going to say, it seemed like an awful lot of hits on the old man, but,
well, it's because he kept getting hit, because anytime you get hit, you lose
yeah.
your count.
Yeah. And also, back into level 9.
Yeah, he's back with full health. He doesn't have enough money to purchase the potion. In fact, I believe only one of our runners even has the letter to his name.
I think 2 of them do.
Okay. I don't believe El Sol was one of them.
No, I think you're right.
Yep, so now El Soa just looking for the location of Ganon, and he could be the winner of our 4 featured runners. We're not going to tell you if he's the ultimate winner until the end, but he is in good shape to be the winner of our 4 featured runners tonight. Oh no! Patra Wayne and a game of 2 Dormani. Oh, that is brutal. Alright.
Yeah, and with that, with needing the push block, even if it were, normally possible to, what was that saying, to Kananaki, that you can't do that if you need to push the shutter to open the door, unless the door you're trying to open is the one on the left side. Then it's probably the easiest Kananaki you'll ever get.
Meanwhile, Rick back gets the Triforce out of level 8, and El Sol is about to have company in level 9.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we're still not going to be able to switch the audio over to a runner in level 9 because both Alsoa and Rick have their audio marked as unusable. We're going to have to wait until either Truant or Chester gets there to be able to start listening for the roar.
Well, we may not have to wait much longer, CCX, because Chester just grabbed his final Triforce piece, so now he too is eligible to go into level 9. He's ready to go.
Okay. Let's get CJ's audio up.
Alright, meanwhile, El Soa trying to take down these orange Russoms. Hey, gets a bomb drop. He definitely needed that. El Soa can't bomb to the right from that particular room. Very interesting. El Soa now, again, he's got a little bit too up close and personal on those Landmolas tonight. I mean, I know with the red ring they only do half a heart of damage, but still. Rick is level 3, even with all 8 Triforce pieces. What
I don't know.
Chester, 10 hearts is enough! 10 hearts enough for the magical sword!
Just about to call your attention to the fact that,
Wow! A huge break for TJ and a tough break for Rick and El Soa, because they could have went to that blue ring spot and gotten the magical sword for just 10 hearts.
Yeah. And as for what Rick is thinking, my only thought is that with only 1 key, he is hoping that the any key is in here, but it's still a kind of strange play.
I gotcha. It's a long shot to say the least, but yeah, I totally agree with you there.
Yeah, and White Sword would also be a good upgrade. Of course, we know that he can get an even better sword with his 10 hearts.
Yep. So yeah, so Chester definitely going to have the combat advantage. And now with Ganon, instead of 15 hits with the wood sword, just 4 hits with the magical sword. Now I believe he shuffled. It's possible, but unlikely that he rolled down. But it's possible.
I think Ganon HP is a separate flag, and I don't think that was listed as being shuffled.
Right, and if that's the case, it's just the normal HP. Yeah, that's huge for Chester. That's really going to make exploration a lot easier. Now, his resources a little bit better than both Elsoa and Rick. He's got 2 keys, but he has the maximum number of bombs as Rick finds his raft. He'll pick it up.
Yeah. But, okay, and CJ found the walkthrough wall, but he did not bomb north in that. He seemed to be trying to get over to that side there, but he didn't bomb north in that spot that would have showed him where Zelda was.
And it's easy to play this from the commentaries booth, and when you're a racer,
Yeah.
it's a lot more difficult of a decision, as Chester is not able to bomb to the south. That is just a red herring, in fact, that single block. Also is out of level 9 again.
Yeah, maybe looking for more bombs?
Rick is heading to the vicinity of the blue ring shop where the magical sword is. If he makes the play for it, he's not making the play for it, though.
No,
Oh,
he's
look
just...
at that! Elso is playing the money-making game and wins twice! 27 rupees! He's buying another key.
Ah, a key purchase.
Wow, Elsoa getting really lucky in the money-making game, winning 54 rupees. Truant Gamer gets his Triforce piece out of level 8, so he's up to 6. Still needs the Triforce out of 6 and 7.
Yeah, well, I mean, with a lot of these runners, they have the, once they've found a winning spot once, they can time it to make sure that they always hit that win. I don't know if also is one of the ones that can do that.
It wouldn't surprise me if he knew how to do it. I'll tell you one thing, I certainly can't do that.
And Rick picking up his map,
Yep,
but
so
he also does not try that bomb wall to the north. So we know that if they bomb north from that map room, they'd only have to go one more room to the north, and they'd find the shutter door that does not open.
You can't really fault these runners for
No. I mean, both of them have tried to bomb into that room from this one here. I wonder if Rick's going to... Nope, he too is going to try the... I mean, it's the right... Objectively, it's the right play. We know that it's not, but, I just find it funny. They both didn't try to bomb in from the south, then did try to bomb in from the west where they couldn't, and then ended up just moving on.
Alright, Chester now down to 1 key, and he has now found a dead end, unless... Ooh! Patra went...
Could be a staircase.
Oh, you know what? I hope this is required. I want this to be the only way to get to Ganon. Does it push? Not a red herring. Let's see what is behind this reverse C. What do we have? Is this a transport? It is a transport. I really want this to be a transport to Ganon. I want this to be a transport to Ganon, the only one. Well, it takes us to the northwest. Oh, yeah. And another game of 2-door Monty. Boy, this level 9 is full of locked doors, CCX.
It is. And no bomb walls open. He heads to the south.
And he does find a key. Wow. I've done a lot of races, CCX. I can't remember a time where a level 9 had this many locked doors.
Yep. And into a tea room with a bunch of blue wizrobes. It's just going to move along.
That's a useless hint, unfortunately, for Chester.
That's a roar!
Ooh! Now, where is that roar? Checking to the north.
He's checking, yeah. Can he get to the north? He cannot. Is he going to... Oh, no. I kind of... He's not risking that last key to try going south from there, even though it could be it, I think. I didn't quite see on the minimap if he had been 2 rooms to the south already. And this is going to be his Zelda info.
just found another key, so that this could change his mind. Yeah, he's gonna clear this room. He's gonna see that shutter door won't open. Truant Gamer now in level 6, so he now knows where the Triforce is. Now, in his case, he doesn't have to have the bow. He may look for this item here in level 6, and if he does find it, that is going to tell us what our items in level 9 are. Here's the
Gesture has found Zelda's location. Alsoa is killing that Patra, but he's out of keys, so he's not going to be able to show us anything on the other side of that, because you needed a key to get out of this room.
Yeah, this makes me feel real suspicious that level 9 is going to have the any key. I feel confident it's here. Just where now?
Oh, 100%.
But I don't think we're going to even get to it. Well, not so fast. He's going to the Triforce. Well, he just got Y-forced.
Yeah, well, Alsoa hit the retry button. He's got his 2 keys back.
I'm sorry. That was an alternate way to get to the Triforce. Remember that the transport staircase took us to the Triforce room? That was an alternate path that Truant Gamer actually discovered. So now, Truant Gamer back at a level 6, he's looking for the item. He's thinking maybe the bow is here.
Yeah.
If he finds the item. Now, this is a segment to level 6. You see that little segment on the right, so this is going to be a tough one to find.
And Gesture up A-ing, he was down only half a heart.
Yeah, right now, this is anybody's game at this point.
Yeah. Rick looks to be in the vicinity.
Definitely. I mean, CJ is definitely now the closest. Heart container in level 9, so it is not the white sword any key combination in 9. So there's one of the items, so Rick will go ahead and pick it up. So that leaves us with the any key or the white sword in level 6 and 9 respectively.
Yeah, I agree with you though. Any key is definitely in level 9, white sword in level 6.
I don't know about that now. I mean, these kind of seeds, heavy combat seeds, white swords tend to be in level 9, but we'll see. Now, that's the transport staircase. We knew about that.
Yeah.
And now, Alsoa, Rick, and CJ all in level 9 together. Well, this is one heck of a race here. I mean, resource management definitely high on the priority on these 3 runners. I mean, you see how low their key counts are. I mean, Chestrick has maximum bombs. The rest, keys, brutal. Oh, I see what Truant Gamer's going to do. He's got to clear this room that you normally see in level 7, this square room, this rectangle room, the goofy room that you see in level 7. He's trying to get south. Might be a staircase here. No, but there's a shutter door.
Oh, and that is the room to the south of the hint room that we saw on Chestjerk's side that also is in now. So,
with the Kanana key.
With the Kanana key, and so that is going to be the roar for Alsoa.
Absolutely.
He saves that, it is any key in 6, so hopefully for Truant Gamer's sake, he'll remember that one room that he was locked out of in level 1. I mean, he knows the bow can't be in 9. He's got his flute out. Is this going to be to level 1?
Brick checking the magical sword. He's going to pick it up at 11. We knew 10 was good enough. So he's now got the combat advantage on Alsoa also. So we now know by process of elimination that the last item in level 9 is the white sword, which will help out Alsoa, but not CJ or Rick.
And that is not a flute to level 1. Is it flute to old locations? Because I didn't remember there being a level vanilla 5.
Right. Alright, so Alsoa now has a key to his name. But it doesn't look like... Well, there's the heart container. Alsoa not going to pick it up. So it kind of makes you wonder, is there another way that you have to go to get to Ganon's room? Is it not?
Yeah.
What? This is... I tell you what, normally Zelda's the hide-and-seek champion. That is just not the case tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we know the location. We've seen enough to know that it's in the P column, third from the top.
Right, but how do we get there is the 64,000 rupee question. Alsoa has the compass again. That he already knew where Zelda was, but it just gives him a little peace of mind. Trying to get the Triforce out of level 7. Yeah, now, again, he has to go back to level 1 to get the bow. He now has all the keys in the world. Alsoa finds the white sword now. He almost didn't grab it, but again, he's only working on the wood sword, so this white sword's going to help him out. That'll double his attack power.
Yeah. He's not happy, though. He was hoping to see the magical key.
Right, so he now
knows...
knows...
go north and run straight into another locked door.
Yeah,
but there's a bomb wall.
Lucky for him. Man, this level 9 has been something else. I mean, we call level 9 the great equalizer for a reason, and all three of these runners are struggling for, it looks like, the same reason. They are having a hard time finding the way to Ganon's room. Or, in Rick's case, Zelda's room, he's playing as the gorilla.
Yeah, and push block forces him to not Kananake there.
Oh, boy, hold on to your hats. This is one of the rare times, CCX, we're going to have all 4 of our feature runners in level 9. This is still anybody's game, and Truant Gamer, he's got the any key. That could be the equalizer that
wins but he's not going to level 9 just yet, because he knows items are not in 9. Okay, it is flute to new locations.
Yes.
So he's heading right back to level 1. Has a ladder, has an any key. He'll be able to get to those few rooms he couldn't get to.
Yep, so Truant Gamer just needs to find the path. Unfortunately...
Yep. Going the wrong way first, but it's small enough level.
Yeah, but in Truant Gamer's case, that every second counts.
Yeah. Oh, and Chest Jerk has gotten just to the north of it.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen, here's
Ganon. All right, 4 hits from the magical sword. A Hyrule driver will cost him. There's one right there. There's 2 hits. Oh, but he's teleporting to the right. He's down to less than 2 hearts. There's 3. Oh, my goodness gracious. Ganon doing his Matthew McConaughey impression, courtesy of Cantaloupe Me. All right. Did not get the good pattern. But down goes Ganon. He's got the bacon and the Triforce of Power. And with that, Chester's about to win this. Look at this!
Alsoa's right behind him.
Wow! So he also finds the path, and this is going to be if this was a race between Chestjerk and Alsoa, this would be an absolute photo finish, but Chestjerk is going to cut the tape first. Get your GGs out for Chestjerk. He is going to snipe Alsoa by the skin of his teeth and be the first of our 4 featured runners to finish. Boy, what a close race. Get your GGs out for Alsoa as well. He'll finish in a very close second. Wow. Man. CCX, do we have official SRL times for the 2?
I don't have it yet. I was going to ask you if you had the official times.
No,
Meanwhile, Truant
no.
Gamer picks up the bow.
I am afraid I don't, because I do not have SRL, but that was close. All
Are they
right,
still using SRL?
I think so, but maybe they're using that other
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these things have been going to racetime.gg.
Right, and we do have finish times. Those were the first two of our 4 featured runners, but it was 6th and 7th in terms of all the runners who were in the race. And ladies and gentlemen, here's Zelda, but Rick has this, well, he had the stun lock, now he's got to watch out for those Zelda hugs, and just avoids it. Down goes the princess. He's got the Triforce of Wisdom, and we've got ourselves some royal jelly. We do have our 2 finished runners, Alsoa and Chester, here in the commentator's booth. A difference of just 16 seconds between you two. GG.
I have one question.
I have many questions, but go ahead.
You first.
The most important question is, where was the Annie key?
6. It was in 6. Truant Gamer was the only one to find it.
And you go mode.
I mean, I bought like 4 keys in the seed and safe scummed like 5 times in level 9.
Absolutely.
All I need to point out is that if I had bought a potion, I would have saved about 10 minutes. But, oh well.
Yeah, for sure. And those 10 minutes would have gotten you 3rd place, because here are the rest of the times, for those of you who may have been curious. In 5th place with a time of 1:23.28, Homer J. Smash. In 4th place with a time of 1:23 flat, Cytown. In 3rd place with a time of 1:15.40, J. Wade 614. In 2nd place with a time of 1:10.58 is Captain Green 7. And the winner of tonight's race with a time of 66 minutes and 9 seconds, Fury SK. My goodness gracious. And we have another finish that just rolled in. It's Shaddy. 8th place at the time of 1:25.49. But also, you were the first of our 4 featured runners to make it to level 9. But yeah, we call level 9 the great equalizer for a reason. Those keys end up being that big reason. Truant Gamer's now in 9 as well. Rick's still trying to find the path again. He's down to 1 heart. Or he's trying to... Wait a minute. Rick has defeated Zelda already. He just needs to go back and get to Ganon. He's the only one that doesn't know the direct path.
Yeah, the path to Zelda was kind of silly. The path to Ganon needing a minimum of 3 keys and potentially up to 7 was just stupid.
All right, so Rick taking the intentional, and that this will lead him in the right direction.
Yeah. But, yeah, as far as the keys went, all of you had been having some key issues. Truant actually only found the any key because of his key issues. He did not have any keys when he picked up the Triforce out of level 1, so he was not able to go that 1 room north to pick up his bow. So he was searching through every dungeon. And meanwhile, Rick has finished.
9th place, the 3rd of our 4 featured runners. His time is 1:27.57. And also, Alsoa, if you were curious, Magical Sword was the minimum 10 hearts.
Ooh,
You know.
do that.
I mean, White Sword was a 9 on the way to Ganon, sort of.
Yeah, it did help you out for sure, because only 8 hits instead of 15. But yeah, I mean, I certainly don't blame you for not checking at 10. I mean, it's only a 20% chance. I mean, that's not good odds. So definitely don't blame you there. And in combat heavy seeds like this, you tend to favor that the White Sword's probably going to be a level 9. That happened to be the case tonight. But I was going for the daily double. I was thinking White Sword and the any key in level 9. But once I saw the heart container, I switched my bet. I'm like, that key's going to be in 6.
I thought the same thing, which is why I said, well, I mean, I could go back to 6 to look for a key, but let's be real, if I go back to 6, I'm probably just gonna find the raft.
Yeah, raft was in 3. And
Yeah, there were some hints that said that Raft was in 3.
Yep.
But,
Yeah,
You had money to buy hints in the seed?
Yes, Raft was in 3. Guess
You didn't just spend them all on keys?
You you did, Rick, and we do have Rick in the commentators booth. GG to you, but yeah, the some of those hints did come in handy, but a lot of those hints were garbage.
The hint said Rafting 3, and then Power Bracelet wasn't required, and
Yeah.
it was in 4, so those were really good hints, because I didn't dig those dungeons.
Yeah, right, for the contestants, but for us commentators, the hints were garbage, because when we found the hint regarding no feat of strength, I'm like, we already figured that out, game, because we found all 9 levels, and the Power Bracelet hadn't been picked up yet.
Yeah, the Rafting 3 was before any of our runners stumbled upon it on their own.
Because it was Wizrobe infested, and of course, they naturally rolled up to the maximum 14 HP. The blue ones did. The orange ones rolled down to 2, which was nice, of course. Blue Gorillas rolled down to 1 HP, which is really nice. But...
Yeah, I enjoyed the wand destroying gorilla dungeons. Yeah, I should have checked that spot. I knew it right after I walked up north into the Lost Woods that I had not checked that cave where 9 turned out to be. And lo and behold, that's the way my luck's been lately, that 9 would be there. So I'm like, okay, I'm down to the raft spots and that one loose square. Back to 3 for the raft.
Listen, I know we call that one spot the forgotten spot in The Legend of Zelda, but I'm telling you, I'm not kidding, Rick. That bottom left corner, I deem that the other forgotten spot, because it really is.
And what the thing with me is I just simply went up. I opened up the hole, went over to the cave to the left, and then walked right by it as I was about ready to check up towards the Lost Woods or the Dead Woods, and it's like, oh, and I immediately knew, did I not check that? And obviously this being a race, can't have anyone confirm that I hadn't checked it, and lo and behold, it was the last square. Or next to last square.
Good news for Truant Gamer, he had found the path. The bad news is those blue Wizards deterred him from going any further.
Rick, how many keys did you buy in the seed?
2, and I thought, what a great return for my investment on that first key that, what level was that in? That I immediately went back into level 8, spending 62 rupees or 64 rupees or whatever the price was 62. To find, oh shoot.
Yeah, 62, and speaking of 62, that was the ungodly amount of the large secret in tonight's seed. I mean, I think the game knew I was doing commentary, so of course, deluxe poverty seed, so, money ended up being tight, but thankfully, red ring in level 2, easy one, everybody picked it up, so that helped a lot. Truant Gamer trying to take... Now, he does have a potion, so he has insurance in case he can't take these blue wizards down, because you're still going to lose a half a heart every time you get bopped by their bodies or the beams. But Truant Gamer's got 1 down, he's got 2 down.
There is a part of me
by the way, I did...
1 heart.
What's that, Rick?
I said I did love I'm gonna go grab the magical sword, or at least see if I can't wield it at 11 hearts, and then, that room 1 south that you died in, we're gonna give you the white sword. In fact, I said in my stream, watch this be the white sword. I hate you, game.
The game knows. Truant Gamer, meanwhile, he's got 1 heart. He has found the path, and he's gonna potion up, not take any chances. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time tonight, hopefully, here's Ganon. He's got the wood sword because he only had 8 hearts, so he's got to get the maximum 15 hits. A high roll driver will cost him 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. 5.
Yep,
6.
that's a unlock.
7. 8. 9. 10. Oh, that was a high roll driver. 2 high roll drivers. Loses the stun lock in 11. 12. 13. 14. Down goes Ganon. We've got Bacon and the Triforce of Power. So Truant Gamer just about to wrap this thing up. He's got it. But he's not going to up an A. Does he know where Zelda
I'm not sure if he does. He really flew through this level. And we find a Patra over to the right of Ganon, but that's a dead end.
Yep. Sure
I mean, to be fair, when
yep,
you don't have to worry about keys. You just open all the doors.
That is true, but It was also a little bit of a right route thing.
We do have another finisher. Eat My Steel finishing in 10th place with a time of 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 17 seconds. So True Gamer does... No, go ahead.
I was going to say, did anyone find the Yenny key?
6.
Yeah, Truant did, because he was not in go mode until very late, because he was completely devoid of keys when he was in 1, so he missed that one room with the bow in it, because he was locked out.
Ew, yeah. That would do.
Yeah.
That would make for a rough time.
Yeah, so he was still searching for items when he was going into 6 and 7 and all those.
And proof that you need to look at the summary of flags before you go into playing one of these things. Yeah, grabbing the book in level 4 to only find out that it is not an atlas this time around.
Yeah.
Whoops.
We were wondering. We probably thought that was what you were thinking, is that you had the wrong flags on your mind there.
I mean, to be fair, Rick, I forgot.
Now for the last 4 months.
To be fair, Rick, I forgot that walk-through walls existed until I walked through the wall in 4 on accident.
4 is one of those levels. The 3 levels, our little walk-through walls lesson 101 tonight. Levels 1, 3, and 7, you cannot walk through walls.
Yeah, I remember that when I was in level 8, except for somebody fortified those walls pretty well.
Hang on just a moment. True Gamer just up in A. If he continues to just go north, 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 he's looking at his map. Now, if he bombs to the north, but he doesn't.
But I'm going to say thank you very much for the commentary. It's been interesting getting back into this game. This was the first race I did in like a long time, so I'll take the E position. I'm happy with it.
All right, and Truant Gamer still trying to find a path, but again, this is not the right path.
Yeah, and he walked into that room, didn't even try bombing it, so I wonder if he tried bombing that before.
He's bombing everything else, of course.
Very unfortunate if he thinks that that he's already tried that wall, because I'm pretty sure you need to bomb that wall, because there was...
You're right. That's the only way. One
wall
way.
to the from the northwest of her did not open up.
Well, this is going to elicit one of these from me. You hate to see it, folks. You just hate to see it.
Chess, I think I know what the, ultimate decider between our 2 times was.
What's that?
I failed the Cananic key twice.
Oh, man.
It was in the 5x2 room with the Patra and the push block. Took 3 tries to get that.
Yeah, that could do it. Well, I mean, to be perfectly fair, I wasted at least a good 6 or 7 minutes in level 3 banging my head against the 14 HP blue Wizrobes trying to kill them with 8 bombs. After dying twice in that room with with green tunic 4 hearts. That cost a lot of time. And then immediately found the red ring in too. Like, oh, well, why didn't I go there first? That was a great idea. At least I managed to go to the 1 the first time with keys, so I cleared 1 on the first try, and that set me off. I didn't buy any keys at all. I mean, I was at 0 for a lot of the seed, but I didn't really have any quote-unquote key problems. So, I don't know. I guess I opened the doors in the right order.
Without a doubt, a key start seed. I've done a lot of commentary. I've never seen a level 9 that has had so many locked doors. At least
yeah, they were everywhere. And I mean, just in general, the seed just seemed to have locked doors everywhere.
I mean, when you walk into what was it, level 7? It had you walk into a room, there's 3 locked doors. You walk into the next room, there's another 3.
Well, good news for Truant Gamer is that he's close to where he needs to be. The bad news is it's still not the right path.
I was so sure that little segregated section in the bottom right corner was something. It had to be something, because you couldn't bomb to it.
It was just a red herring. It took you to where the roar of Ganon was, but it did not take you to the direct path.
Yeah.
See, I went into that bottom right corner of 9 thinking, please don't have any locked doors, and then I saw there was 1 door that wasn't locked, and I'm like, please just let me go through more than 3 rooms before I have to retry.
Wow, and Truant Gamer getting rudely greeted by that blue wizard coming out of that reverse C staircase.
Yeah, they do that.
And Truant gonna burn the last of his potion.
Amazingly, I didn't find either item in 9, but I think I found all the staircases.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know it's not been Zelda's night in terms of hide and seek, but she is getting her money's worth against Truant Gamer.
She is in that one little area. You can only get there in one direction. So she did what she could.
Yeah, and she has managed to stump. You know, we don't know about the other runners who were involved in the race, but she, according to what we've seen, she did at least manage to stump one person.
You know, I gotta admit, as far as I'm concerned, the winner of this seed was the key shop owner.
Oh, right, you are. They ended up being the big winner. I don't know how many keys were purchased between all 4 of our contestants, but they made a killing tonight.
I even bought bait too.
Well, even though the bait wasn't required, it did lead you to the compass.
It did. Well, yes. Although if I didn't have bait, I would have gone right and gone to the Triforce. So it actually cost me time.
Well,
Could have bought a key instead. Could have bought a key instead. Oh well.
Truant is now up in the northeast corner. I don't remember if we've seen that before.
unfortunately, he's just been locked in by Patra Wayne. He's gonna have to take him down, but looks like it rolled low. At least, you know that. Wow, good kill.
Oh yeah,
It's
the
like 2 or
pad
3
wings, I
HP.
thought with Mags. Yeah, I thought with Mags the eyes went down really quickly, but it
Yeah,
looks like
Wood
with
Sword
Wood Sword
went
and
down.
they're going
No,
down.
that's that's Wood Sword.
That's
You wanna-
really
you wanna-
low.
You want a comparison? The Zols, Silver Arrows don't take them down.
Oh, I tried many times.
It doesn't.
Maybe
work.
this time it'll die. Nope.
Oh
No.
no! Truant Gamer getting caught in this room.
Well, at least he knows where Zelda is.
Again, well, the options are narrowing for Truant.
And this is a room with whiz robes, so it could drop that compass.
Oh, that's right.
But
the
someone
hand-
saw the compass.
That's right. They did see
What?
the compass. Yes, the compass.
Yeah,
had been
one of
found.
our runners did have the compass. I forget which one.
I found it, but it wasn't in this room. It was on that like long roundabout path to Ganon. I want to say it was the blue and red wizard room with the bubbles, the red and blue bubbles,
Okay.
Now you
somewhere
see.
in one of the center corners.
Now you see CCX. I was mentioning this earlier. He does get a very precious bomb drop as a reward for completing the room. But I'm going back to what I told you earlier. Sometimes when you have the any key, it leads you down the wrong path. But here's a bomb hole. If he can if he can bomb to the south here, he's good.
He can't
They
though.
can't.
We saw
He can't.
from when they were in that room that they
Then-
couldn't bomb north. So
Can't do it. So
yeah,
that's
and I have
that was-
noticed that Truant hasn't been checking like one-off end rooms. Like
Yeah.
he didn't even see that Patra over in that like side part in the southeast.
But again, this goes back to what I said about how having the any key can sometimes be
Yeah.
a curse, and this is playing out exactly for Truant Gamer, because sometimes when you are conserving on keys, those locked doors can lead you to the right path, and that's what happened to Alstoa, Chester, and Adirondack Rick.
I still
Yeah.
would have liked the Eddie key.
Yeah, and what I was saying though was that
Same.
he basically he isn't checking any room that he knows can't possibly be Zelda herself, and we know at least in one case it would have led to a staircase. Now he doesn't need any staircases, we also know, but I was just noting it's a kind of interesting choice
and
by him.
Truant Gamer's now out of bombs.
Oh no. And we know that that's the one thing he needs, a single bomb.
I mean, to be fair, you have the orange wizards in here. They're pretty easy to kill. It's not impossible for him to farm in here. Maybe he'll get a 5 and can just buy some.
Yeah, it's true.
And he only has what, 6
Oh come
rooms
on,
left?
you know darn well the wizards aren't going to provide. I mean, you were having trouble in LSO farming bombs off of the blue Octorox. You know how that story goes. And
I'm
Truant
also,
wants it.
I'm also the
Same.
guy that will go 30 minutes in a scene without a bomb drop, okay?
I know, because the game knows.
Did you,
like I
did you
said,
see me trying to grind bombs outside level 1?
yes,
I was outside level 1 for a good 3 minutes. I couldn't get a bomb drop to save my
of
life.
course.
Hey, look,
buy a
I'm-
bomb drop.
Look, I'm just happy that I won money-making game twice in a row instead of losing 15 times in between.
Oh yeah, you did well. 54 rupees in 2 plays. I love the moxie there, also. You know I love a good money-making game or two, and you indulged my request and you won in the process. So GG to you there.
But when I saw that there was more locked doors behind all the locked doors, I'm like, okay, I need 2 keys, and I just gotta save scum those 2 keys to death. And eventually found, like, that's how I got to the most roundabout path to Ganon I've ever seen in a scene.
Just do what I do. Just don't buy any keys.
Of course.
You have all the money in the world.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had to buy keys to get into 6 and 7, and then got a bunch of keys in 5, and I don't know where they went.
Open the locked doors to nowhere. I did also open the locked door to the vertical shoot room. That led to the Triforce from the wrong side. That was a nice usage of my 1 key at the time.
I think I avoided doing that. I know at least at one point in it I went around the long way just to avoid spending a large secret. As I called it.
Now Truant Gamer finds more whiz robes. Will he strike lucky? Of course not. That would be too easy.
Have we seen Zelda's room? Like her actual room?
Level 5. I
Yes.
think Rick was the
Okay.
one who found it.
Okay.
Right.
So I was curious to wonder if he thinks that Zelda's in her own room because Ganon was in his own room.
And that's a good false sense of security right there. A good old-fashioned red herring. And yeah, you're right. This Truant Gamer finds another transport staircase, and we know where Zelda is. He does not, and he does not know where the compass is either. He's back to this room again.
I doubt anyone wants to go back to that long, windy path again to get the compass.
Yeah,
I did it once. I ain't doing it again.
You could just go to level 7 and pray that Fred finally implemented level 7 Zelda.
I'm still waiting for Fred to implement shapes having second quest attributes, so that there can be 2 items in level 4, or 3 items if you have the heart shuffle in play, and then you have the stairways of hell. That's level 8 with all those staircases.
I mean, to be fair to Second Quest 8, at least it's condensed.
True.
Unless you take staircases.
Yeah.
Then you're just walking all over the place.
I just assumed level 8, and like, when I was a youngster, I just assumed, like, you just take every single stair in 8, and eventually you get to the Triforce by some amount of magic.
Exactly.
I think in the speedrun that's actually not far from the truth, now that I think about it. You just gotta make sure to go the right direction.
Whoa. And Truant Gamer walks through a wall, ends up with a bunch of whiz robes in his face, and decides to head back into this room here.
A welcoming party.
So I guess the first question is, if that's the welcoming party, who brought the punch?
Nobody. If you're referring,
They drank it all.
No, they brought punch, just not the drink punch. They brought an actual, like, a boxing punch.
Yeah.
So that's the
And-
secret to boxing. Just shoot Wi-Fi out of your hands when you box.
Did you see that Mike Tyson boxing again last night?
His opponents probably felt like they got hit by a flying
There's a
punch.
But again, he's not bombing to the north. Oh.
He must
He
think
might
he
be
already
convinced that
did.
magic staircase blocked.
He must think
Yep,
he already
you're
bombed
right.
it.
Yep, I think you're 100% right, folks. If this was a great equal, if this was a race between any of you 3, this would have great equalizer written all over it.
It definitely had the potential given the layout.
Yeah.
How many dead ends are there? So many dead ends. I mean, it's amazing.
He could have had a 30-minute head start on any one of you 3s, and you could have beaten him. That's why we give it the nickname we give it.
I figure he's either thinks he already bombed that wall, or again, he thinks Zelda's in her own room, so he can't bomb up in that direction. But I don't think he has any rooms left that he hasn't cleared from the bottom.
Wait, if Zelda,
So I'm not sure.
If he's thinking Zelda's in her own room, that would be more of a reason to bomb up there, because you can only go into Zelda's room by going up.
Yeah, but the problem
But I think
is...
he only has one room, though.
But there's a problem.
Oh, no, I see what you're saying. There's actually 2 rooms. Yeah, that's right. It's 2
Yeah, there's
rooms
like...
up. Yeah, you're right.
There's
That
a
makes
couple
more
of
sense.
rooms over there in that corner that, on the map, just aren't lit up.
That's right.
3.
Yeah,
But the,
you're right.
the problem is, if he thinks that Zelda's in her own room, that's a broken seat because she can only be behind a shutter door. You can't bomb into Zelda's room.
But no,
Unless
what he's
Zelda's
saying is
two
that
rooms up.
there's actually 2 rooms. There's actually... Her room would be 2 up from that Wizrobe room. So if he bombs up, that's the room before Zelda, if she's in her own
Right.
room. But that's obviously not the case.
There also has to be a troll stair to get to that one room to the side of her.
Yeah,
Which we have not
which
seen.
we know where she actually is. But no, I think he's been to... Oh yeah, yeah, it would be another room north, yeah.
You know, speaking
I wonder
of
how
troll
many stairs he
staircase,
found.
Alsoa, Rick, and Chester, you know, to get to the Triforce in level 6, you took that staircase that took you to the Dark Nut room. Did you guys think that that was a one-off?
I didn't
Of
care
course.
at that point. I had ladder, silver,
yeah.
bow, recorder,
I was in
power
go mode.
bracelet, wand. I'm like, forget it.
Considering your surroundings, did you think it was a one-off?
Thinking about it now, yes.
Guess what?
I'm
It
waiting for you to drop the knowledge on us that it actually wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't. There was
Why else
another
would you
path
make
to get there. There was a bomb hole to the north. There was another path to get to that Triforce room.
I was half expecting
Nice.
you to say that there was a bomb mole to the north, and that was the Benny key.
I wanted it. I wanted that baby to be a one-off. I was so thinking, this has to be a one-off. Please let it be a one-off. It wasn't.
There was another level that had a room. Oh, that was in 6 too. Was that staircase that went all the way to the right side of the map? Was that a one-off? I wonder. 'Cause I took a staircase that took you all the way to the right edge of the map. And I'm
It would
thinking,
had to have been.
It was,
gotta be a one-off.
it was a two-off. There were 2 rooms in that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh,
You know-
I think are we going to see it? Yeah, there we go.
You know, I'm looking at Druin's map, and one of the places he hasn't been yet is the compass room.
Yeah, and
That's-
yeah, I was also looking at his, and he marked off that Patra room as nothing without having actually walked into it on his mini map. So he thought. I mean, we know that there was actually another staircase there.
And he's there you go, Truant Gamer. There you go. And he's gonna kick himself. And he is bombing everything in disgust, and who can blame him? Get your GGs out for Truant Gamer. Level 9, doing level 9 things to him, but he does finish it up. And that, believe it or not, is no one else has finished. That's an 11th place finish with a time of 1:52.04.
What a game.
Oh, I know. I mean, I've done commentary for 4.5 years now, and yeah, level 9, it never changes. It's gonna do level 9 things.
I think Link needs to work on his lockpicking skill.
Yeah, no question about it. Folks, we do have now Truant Gamer here in the commentator's booth. Well, good news and bad news. The good news is you were the only one of our 4 featured runners to find the magical key. The bad news is you were also the only one of our 4 featured runners to have Zelda win at hide and seek. That was a tough level 9 for you, but why don't you go over the seed with us?
Yeah, I thought it started out pretty good in the beginning, and then I think I had 2 Y forces in there that completely threw me off, and once I started seeing the early finishes, I kind of figured something was going good in here, which is why I went back to 1 for the bow.
Yep.
And then after that, 9, it just kind of dawned on me at the end. I'm like, I could have sworn I bombed in that room, but maybe I should go try again, and sure enough.
Yep, and the funny thing was, between you and the other 3 featured runners, you found Ganon very fast. The others struggled because they had, the key problems. But they found Zelda quick compared to you. They found it like within a couple minutes, but all 3 of them. But yep, and that's what level 9 does sometimes, Truant Gamer. I mean, you overlook that one spot and boom, there it is. But hey, other than that, I thought you played a pretty good race tonight. I mean, I know you had the key troubles in level 1 that prevented you from getting the bow. I mean, it did help you get the magical key, the only one to get it. You did not have an opportunity to go for the magical sword. You only had 8 hearts. Turns out, if you only had the minimum 10, you could have had the magical sword.
That kind of changed a lot of how I was going through 9 because those Wizrobes rolling as high as they did, it was kind of hard to just sit there.
Yeah, the blue Wizrobes rolling to the maximum 14 HP. Yeah, that was no fun.
I realized as I was in 9, I didn't find a single overworld take any, so I thought about going back and looking, but I mean, it wasn't worth it to gamble on mags. I just thought I'd keep going and do what you can.
Yeah, and there was a white sword in level 9. I guess you just didn't find that item staircase.
I'm going to guess it was there was a room in the southwest corner that ended up being one blue Wizrobe left, and I kept dodging it, and I was going to go back to it if this play didn't work.
I don't remember.
I didn't find it either. I think Alpha knows.
Yeah, also...
Oh, the white sword, it was somewhere in the upper left of 9 on that long, windy path to Ganon. I want to say it was like right around where the compass was.
I swear you're about to say, oh, it was in level 9 somewhere.
I mean, that basically is where it was. Or maybe it was upside down level 6.
At this point, who knows?
Another finisher in the book, Zarnex42 finishing in 12th place, a time of 1:55:13.
I'm going to jump out of here, but thank you for the commentary, the restream, the tracking, the whole kit and caboodle, and GG's to Chester, Druid, Rick, and everyone else that was in this race.
Yes, same for me. Thank you for commentary and tracking and everything else, and GG to both of you as well.
I'm going to take off as well. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that is going to conclude our coverage of this week's Zelda Randomizer Weekly. So any final thoughts before we say goodnight here on Speed Gaming?
No, I'm just ready to say goodnight. It's just about midnight here on the East Coast, so I think it's time to wrap things up.
I want to remind people that in the not too distant future, we have the Super Nintendo Superstars Marathon running from December 11th through December 20th. That should be a lot of fun. There's going to be all kinds of good Super Nintendo goodness during those 10 days. All the speed runs that you can think of, we're going to have them featured right here on Speed Gaming. And also, I do want to point out that please make sure you give our 4 feature runners tonight, Truant Gamer, Alsoa, Chess Jerk, and Adirondack Rick a follow, as well as my commentator partner, CyberChow X. For everybody here on Speed Gaming and for everybody who participated in tonight's race, he's CyberChow X. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Also, please make sure you give our tracker, Chiros1, a follow as well. A great job doing the tracking for us as always. I'm LOZ. Have a great night. We will see you again next week.
Good night, everyone.